Welcome to Revolutionary Motion, where we show you tennis from a different perspective. Today we're going to talk about one of the key mistakes that about 99% of the tennis players make out there when they're trying to hit a shot when the ball comes right at them. And that problem is that most players tend to just take one step away to the side, no matter if it's now to the forehand or backhand side, and hit the ball while their body weight is moving away from the shot. Now the key point here is that you're not trying to put your body weight away from the shot, but you're trying to transfer it through your shot. So in order to do that, the footwork has to be adjusted a little bit. And so for that, we have a very easy exercise here. So as you can see, I pretty much put the cones in a quarter of a circle here. And what these cones are for is for you to learn how to use your footwork to approach shots when the ball comes right at you. So what you're going to do first, the first progression here is you're going to start right behind the cone that you place in the center of your baseline, and you're going to point both feet straight towards the baseline. And then from there, you're doing side shuffles along those cones, trying to point your feet at the imaginary line between the cones you're behind. So if I move over here, my feet are already pointing a little bit more over there. If I move over here, I'm pointing even more over there. I move over here, even more. Here, now they're almost sideways, and I take one more side shuffle step, and now you can see I'm ready to take that last step towards the ball, no matter if it's with closed stance or with open stance. So this kind of movement pattern here, if you see it a little bit quicker, helps you to get sideways, so you can now take that last step into the ball. Now this obviously seems really big if you're thinking about, okay, the ball's coming right at me, why would I move so far over here? And the reason for that is that you need enough space to take one big step towards the ball so you can transfer your weight through it. Okay, so it's really important here that you take extra steps away from the ball so you have enough space for that last step to the ball. Because most people just take one step away from the ball and hit. You want to take pretty much 2 steps away from the ball so you can now take a step to the ball. Okay? Obviously, you don't have to make as big of a quarter circle with your movement here. You can do less than that and still get around the ball sometimes. But the key point here is that you manage to have enough space every single time so your body weight can transfer through the ball just like it would if you're running to a ball on your forehand or backhand side. So the next progression would then be that you get a friend, a parent, or your coach to come over here and toss you a ball so you can practice this footwork pattern and then actually hit a ball in the end and not get too close to the ball. So in that case, you would just have somebody stay on the side and drop the ball for you. And we're going to demonstrate that right now. Okay, so we can see here, Kata is the one dictating the pace of the exercise. It's not me, because it's all about her transferring her weight correctly and not about the fact that she moves as quickly as possible to get her footwork better. All right, very done. Now obviously the last progression of this would be for somebody to feed the ball from the other side, so it becomes a bit more challenging for you to position yourself perfectly to the ball because it comes a bit quicker at you. But the idea here is, once you master this movement, and once you become very comfortable moving like this in order to take that last step towards the ball, you will see that you can obviously minimalize this a little bit more, make those steps smaller and shorter when running around your forehands, depending on how much distance you need in order to push that body weight through the ball. And that's really the key, that you learn to do that on every single shot, because that's why all the recreational players struggle to hit the balls that come right at them and don't struggle as much when they have to move side to side. If you're seeing professionals, they don't struggle with these balls simply because they use that footwork pattern to a certain degree every single time. They manage to push their body weight through the ball even at very high speeds because they're not wasting steps, but they're also not taking too few steps. So they make sure that they just take enough steps around the ball so they can take that last step into the ball and hit through the ball without any effort, creating a good amount of power, but most importantly, a lot of control.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.